Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Relocating the chickens to the pasture. Oh, doo-dah day. All right, another exciting day on the perch. Let me show you what we did. So we've gone ahead and moved our chickens into the pasture with the goats. Before, we had them on pasture kind of like around our house. And so we ended up giving up a lot of yard space as a result. But now we got them back here with the goats. It's kind of a mental thing for us because we're really afraid of predators because we're in this open pasture now. But we need to go ahead and give it a shot. So when we first moved onto the farm, the chickens were our first barn animal. And as such, they're like our firstborn children. And so we're like overly protected of them. So that's what's kept us from moving them into the pasture so long. We wanted them into an area where we could see them from the house regularly, knowing though that we were giving up some nice, garden area for ourselves. But, I think we finally have realized that sometimes you just got to let them grow up, let them take on life by themselves, and you got to move them into the big pasture, so to speak. So I feel like the chickens have gone off to college. So this is the first area we had them at, and you can see it's pretty run down because we had the pigs in here also. But so see, those are the kitchen windows right there, and so we could sit in the kitchen and we could look at them. So when we first got them, this is where we had them. It was perfect. We were super protective of them, able to keep track of them. And then once we got a little bit more bold, we put the chickens in this area, which is on the back part of our house, and this sloping up to that's the goat pasture back there. And they loved it. They loved this tree. They climbed up in this tree. We let them come over here. You couldn't quite see them all the time, but we were pretty comfortable with them. But that's just, you can see though, you got to be able to rotate them though, because it really creates a big mess over time. This is where the pigs are sitting right now. And then we graduated into this area here. There's a nice open area we have by the side of our house. And again, there's the kitchen over there. You could look out and you could see them. Again, the theme being they're all within eyesight of us. And this is where I last had them. The issue is the grass just hasn't really, it's the winter time. And so it's it's gone dormant. And as such, they look for fresh grass to eat, bugs and grubs and things like that. Well, this still wasn't good enough for them. They started jumping out of the net, and Bo actually got a hold of one and took care of it. So that's what prompted us to finally say, okay, time to move them up into the big pasture, and that's where we're at. One of the cool things about this configuration though is I get to use part of our existing goat fence, which means I give them a bigger area. So I just calculated it. This is about 16,000 square feet for 34 laying hens and 2 roosters. That definitely meets the qualifications of pasture raised. We got a bunch of happy chickens. This should get us through the rest of the winter, and then we're gonna figure out how to do some kind of rotation through here because it's pretty sloped. So I can only keep the coops like on the bottom half. And I'm thinking I can just rotate down, and we'll have to see how well the goats get along with them first. But this is a good start. Very excited. And just like that, after half a day, they are already going to town on this new pasture. I love chickens. They're awesome. They're fun to watch. They're fun to keep. Plus, they make you breakfast. Show me another barn animal that can actually make you breakfast without having to be fully committed. Think about it.